What is going on, guys? Hopefully, you're having a great day. We're just going to jump on here and do a little quick lesson. As you can see from the title of the video, day trading, having a process, we're going to talk about developing a routine and laying out a blueprint for day trading success. Now, we were just talking about this topic in the Discord, and a lot of people have been messaging me a lot. I've been getting a lot of messages asking, when do I think volume will come back into the market? Because everybody's been noticing things have just been slowing up. Things have been slowing down. We're not seeing those explosive moves that we have been in the past. It's completely normal for the market to do this. You have to keep in mind, you guys and even myself, we all got spoiled with how volatile and crazy that market was. That market was insane. Every single day, we had at least 5 or more stocks in play, and they were running, and I mean running. $5, $10, $15, $20, just insane, insane moves. And it got a lot of people into thinking, wow, where has the market been my whole life? The market is doing this every single day. Heck yeah, I can make money doing this for a living and full time. Well, that you just got suckered in by that. Sure, the market heats up and there are stocks in play, but not on an extreme level like we did over the course of the last year and a half. Every day we had stocks in play, every day. And for all of you new guys starting to roll in right now, we're talking about developing a process as a day trader. There's a lot of people that come into this. Some do this for fun. Some do this as a side hustle. Some do this for a living. Some want to do this for a living. So you have to go through and you got to be here every day, witness all of the market conditions. Most of you all, not all of you, but most of you have only seen one market condition, and that's an extremely hot market. And I tried warning you guys a few times, we're getting spoiled here. This volatility is not going to last forever. And when things start to slow down, you're going to miss it. So going back to, I'm getting all these messages about, are there stocks? Is this market going to heat back up? And is volume going to come back and we're going to see big runners again? Yes, we will see the market pick back up again. But again, keep in mind, we just went a year and a half straight with the market exploding to the upside and just all of these stocks just going on insane moves to the upside. Insane moves. Stocks like Mara. Let me bring over this daily chart, because you got to pay attention to the big picture. So look at from here. In the beginning of 2020, this stock went from 45 cents all the way to $50. That's an insane move right there. Insane. And that's just one stock. What else do we have? CCIV's falling off a cliff. That had an insane move from $10 to $65. Stocks just don't shoot up, especially in a year like this. Normally it takes 2, 3, 5, 10 years for stocks to run up like this. I mean, look at Microsoft, MSFT. This had an insane move right here, but look at over the course of time. how it just grinded up. A lot of stuff we've just been seeing it shoot straight up. I'm drawing a blank right now with a lot of stocks, but things are starting to pull back now. And over the last year and a half, anybody had to do was buy the dip and hold on to it for a day, a few days, and the stock would always come right back. Now everybody's starting to realize these dips ain't coming back. They keep fading off and they keep going lower, lower, and lower. I bet a lot of people were expecting a bounce on Discovery, and that thing's still fading off. People got all caught here. Now they're holding a bag as it's dropping and dropping and dropping. Now they're hoping for the stock to bounce back up. But look at that move from November all the way up, just nonstop. That's insane. That's insane. So a lot of people are getting reality checks. They are. We got so spoiled from, when is that? November, October of 2020. Discovery Channel was at $18. It ran all the way up to $80 within 4 months, 5 months. That's insane. That's absurd. Nothing does that. I mean, look at this move here from 2009 all the way to 2014. It took to go from 10 to $94. So over the course of 5-6 years, it took for it to make this move, when it did it right here in 5 months. So we were in a really, really hot market and we all got spoiled because everybody buy the dip. It'll always come back. Now everything's starting to fall off and we're not seeing really any bounces anymore. A lot of stuff isn't bouncing. So if you're on that process of you want to do trading full time, you have to accept the grind and you have to put the work in to get there. So what I mean, bank that money, stack cash. You should be working a full-time job. You should be working a full-time job along with stacking money. Who knows how long it will take for you to build that stack of cash, but you don't want to just fund an account and then rely on trading profits week after week. It doesn't work like that. You're going to stress yourself out because you need to make money on a weekly or daily basis. You're forcing trades when none are there. So you want to pay off all your debt. You don't want to have any debt. And you want to stack cash in the bank and have it, I would say, at least 2 years worth of cash in the bank to live off of, and have a funded trading account. And then every 2 weeks or every month, pay yourself. Withdraw from your brokerage account. Take away a little piece of it, put it away for Uncle Sam when you do your taxes, and store that money in your savings. It's going to take a while. It took me 2.5 years to even learn this game. So it took me 2.5 years to learn this game, day trading. I blew up accounts. I was funding accounts. Then when I started to see consistency, I started to run with it. All right, I'm seeing this consistency now. Now I can start stacking money and paying off debt. I'm not going to quit my job yet, though, because I need to build a bankroll now. Now that I picked up this new skill and I can consistently pull money out of the market, let me build up a bankroll and get going. And then once you build up that bankroll, you'll doing this day trading, when you first start, you're going to overtrade. Everybody does. You're going to feel like you need to trade every single day. You need to trade at least 5 to 10 times in a day. You don't want any restrictions. You want to trade as much as you want. Over the course of time, you're just going to get bored and tired of just trading. You're going to start to slow down, and you're going to start focusing more on quality than quantity. Maybe taking 1-2 trades a day, maybe, or taking none at all. You're just patiently waiting for the market to give you an opportunity. As a trader, you're going to do a lot of just sitting on your hands. You're just sitting and waiting. I can't tell you guys how many stocks I see set up, but I don't pull the trigger. I just watch it. You don't need to trade every single setup. Sure, there's opportunity everywhere in the stock market, everywhere. It's just all about where you look. So we just talked about this the other day. There's people that trade options, ETFs, small cap, medium cap, large cap, pink sheet stocks, OTC stocks. The list goes on and on and on and on of trading vehicles in the stock market. So you have to learn all that's out there, learn about yourself, and then put in that screen time, see these different market conditions, and start developing strategies that are based around your personality. Drive with Bishop. I started day trading crypto in January with 6K, and I've already quit my jobs and paid off my debts. That's congratulations. That's awesome. That's what it's all about. Taking the right path to do this full time. That's what it's all about. Nobody just showed up and was just magically good or just quit their job and just does this. You shouldn't have to go on a week-to-week basis of, I have to make money in the stock market to live. It shouldn't be like that. You should have enough money in the bank to where you can go weeks, months without pulling any money out of the market and still be all right. Just imagine that, though. If you have no money, you got a pile of debt, you get constant letters in the mail, these collection people calling you every day, you got to block all their numbers, and you're forcing yourself to trade setups that aren't there. I have to make money this week. I have to pay my card next week. I have to make $100. You're just going to stress yourself out. You're just asking for it. And that's how people blow up accounts. They revenge trade. They give money to the market that they can't afford to lose. It's a lot of people don't actually sit down and actually lay out a blueprint of a process that they have to do. And we all know you can easily get caught up in a moment and with a click of a button, just instantly regret it and lose a couple grand or just do something stupid because that emotional impulse kicked in and you wasn't thinking clearly and it cost you. Little things like that. There's a lot of little things that you have to go through and learn to never repeat those mistakes again. So it's like every morning we've been having stocks pop up on the scanners. They'd have a quick pop and then just fade off. I mean, look at TAOP. Rips up pre-market, opens, just straight fade, and then sideways. No opportunity at all. What was another one? We had Wafu pop off. WAFU, real big spike, pulls back, retest high of day, fades off. WHLM had a few opportunities. Morning rip, pulls back, test VWAP a few times, pulls back, testing VWAP again. Even Playboy, PLBY, this stock has been in play for a few days. Yeah, it's a larger priced stock at $40. You have to put up more money to make money. Or if you know how to trade options, you could take advantage of the options. But there's a lot of people that just focus on one little area. Stocks that are $1, $2, $5. You have to open your horizon. Stop just focusing on one little specific area and expand your area, because that only creates more opportunities. So you expand your area of knowledge, you open up more doors of opportunity, more vehicles that you could drive. So instead of only focusing on stocks between $1 and $5, start focusing on stocks from $1 to maybe $50. That opens up many, many doors. There's over 7,000 stocks in the stock market. So even trading like the indexes, the S&P 500, you're always going to have volatility in indexes and ETFs. There's all kinds of opportunities out here. And that's right, Mike. Emotions is the hardest part of this game. And that's why a lot of people fail in this game, because they come into this and they want to follow gurus and what the guru alerts. And the guru could be 100% comfortable trading his strategies and his alerts. But somebody else, they may be freaking out, not knowing what's going on. So it's like, you know how you have different people in the world. They call him, I met someone, they said that guy's a type A dude or type B guy. But you have people like, they have ADD. They can't sit still. You have people that are very mellow. They don't talk much. They're shy. People that talk nonstop. You have people that wear their emotions on their sleeve. You have people you can't even read them because they don't give off emotion. They have a dry sense of humor. People that like to make you laugh. I mean, look at Jim Carrey, the actor. That's one wild dude. Gary Busey, that's another wild dude. And then someone like Tom Cruise. So you have all these different personalities. And if you have one guru giving out alerts, all those personalities are going to look at that alert differently and trade that alert differently. Some people may freak out trading stocks like WAFU because of how volatile this is. Ripping from $8.50 to $11, ripping down $2, ripping up $1. People don't know how to manage their size, manage their risk. Stock ripping like this, they go all in on this, they're going to freak out. Someone who takes their risk and their share size into consideration, it could be more comfortable. If you're one of my favorite sayings is, if you're freaking out in a trade, your size is way too big. You need to scale back. So multiple personalities in the stock market. There may be people out there that like to trade slow-moving stocks because they feel they can manage their risk a lot more easier, and they don't have to worry about the stock ripping up or falling down $1, $2. Let me try to show you guys an example. Like something like this. Me as a trader, I do not like trading stocks like this. I don't. I just don't see the opportunity there. I think you really have to load up on shares to even make good coin. And look at it, how much it moved up throughout the whole day. 30 pennies to the upside. Someone else may be like, heck yeah, I'll trade something like that. I could buy shares and hold on to that comfortably all day, make a couple $100. Me, I'm not about to tie up my money for the whole day for it to move up 30 pennies. So that's where the multiple personalities and finding your own trading strategy and edge comes into play. That's why here at Trading Learning 101 and in the Discord, we're not all about giving out alerts. We're more all about helping you guys find what you're good at. You can see how I visually see the market and trade the markets. And I'm always teaching about psychology, emotions, to help you grow and understand yourself as a trader so you could start developing your own trading techniques and styles. I wouldn't want anybody to follow exactly what I do to a T. That's not fun. If I go on vacation and I'm not here, you're not going to make money because you're not following my alerts. So you want to be self-efficient. You want to make your own money. Plus, you feel a heck of a lot better when you do something yourself. Am I right? So here, with all the members as well, you learn from each other. You start to see the different personalities, how every single individual here looks and views the market, everybody's different beliefs. You know, we have someone like, let me give you guys a good example. He's right here. Someone like Armanda, who's been with us for 7 months, 5 months now, I think. He gives out great alerts all the time. Great alerts. But it's not my trading style or strategies. Those are his. They're great alerts and they're great charts. But it isn't something that I would particularly trade because one, I'm not comfortable with it and it's just not my style. But you can also learn how he likes to call out these alerts and how he views the market and how he sees opportunities in these stocks that he calls out. You get what I'm saying? So it's all about showing up every day, seeing all these different market conditions. That's what it all comes down to. We're just starting up earnings season. So earnings is going to take away from small caps. All these big money portfolios, they're going to focus on their long-term portfolios because all their portfolio holdings are putting out earnings. It's either going to make or break their portfolio. So a good website to track earnings, if you all don't know, Earnings Whisperer. So if you go to the calendar here, all these companies here are putting earnings out this week. You can see there's 10, 20 companies putting out earnings before and after the market closes. But as you progress into the week, now you start getting into the 50s, 100 companies putting out earnings before and after the market close. Keep going in. 200 companies putting out earnings before the open there on Thursday, April 29th. So all these different companies putting earnings out, you're going to have volume distributed everywhere. And it's just going to dry up in a lot of places because people are focused on every single area in the market. So you got to think outside of the box and put things together. Study mass psychology. You know, you kind of want to visualize and see what everybody's doing. Just like when you do technical analysis on a stock, you want to try to visualize and see what everybody else is seeing, where everybody's stuck, bag holders, put a picture and paint it to make the best sense. It's going to take time learning this stuff. It really is. It's not as easy as a lot of people make it seem. It's a lot of hard work, dedication, showing up day in and day out, even if you have a bad day the previous day. How many of you took a big loss and then the next day you didn't even want to show up because you were so disgusted with yourself on how much you lost the previous day? It just sucks the confidence right out of you, doesn't it? You got to suck it up and just continue carrying forward. Look at it as battle wounds. Learn from it and move on. Never repeat that mistake again. The more mistakes you make, the more learning opportunities you learn from. The stock market is a wicked place. It really is. And that's why we just talked about this today in the live stream. This is why I consider myself a wolf. You have to think of yourself as a wolf and be ruthless in this game. Because all the stock market is people taking money from other people. Someone better prepared is taking money from somebody who is not prepared. If you're just waking up, rolling out of bed, and running to your computer to trade, think of the guy who woke up 2 hours, 3 hours before the market opens. He has a process, a routine. He's got a trading plan. He's got set levels. He prepared. He's got a game plan, a trading plan. He's more prepared than you. So he's more than likely going to take your money. That's just how the game works. So don't get discouraged with this market slowing down. We always go through little slow periods. Things will heat back up again. Earnings season will probably take away a lot of the volume. And then all it takes is for one stock to go parabolic supernova. And then volume will come right back into small caps. It's a never-ending process, and it repeats over and over and over again. I just wanted to jump on here and make a quick little video about actually sitting down and taking this seriously. If you want to do this full time, actually sit down and put together a blueprint and a process, a roadmap, and take it seriously. If you're not studying, or you just think it's just going to come to you one day, maybe this isn't for you. If you wear your emotions on your sleeve and you know you are an emotional person, this isn't for you. Because this is what we do in the market. We take advantage of people who can't control their emotions or have no sense of their emotions. It's a tough, vicious game. It really is. And unfortunately, there's a lot of people out there that only want to follow alerts. That's all they want. They don't care to learn this game. I get messages all the time from people complaining why I don't offer alerts, why I don't live stream trade every single day. Because you should learn how to do this. Don't rely on other people to make your money. You shouldn't have to do that. It's all about finding what works for you and sticking with it. All right, guys, thanks for joining me on this one. There's an hour left in the day, but we got to get back into that mindset of showing up first hour, hour and a half of the day, and then calling it. Those days of hanging around all day are over with right now. That market was super, super, super hot. WHLM, it's a trap. I wouldn't even mess with it. Alright, guys, tomorrow's Friday. 1 day left in the week. Hang in there if you're going through a rut or a hard time. There's going to be a lot of people blowing up accounts. There really is. Because of how slow this market is slowing down. People are not adjusting. And they're just going to force trades. And then they're just going to slowly drain their accounts. And then they're going to go off looking for communities and chat rooms to be in, because then they start to realize this is harder than it looks. Drive with Bishop, you're correct. I've spent every day learning trading strats, developing my own strat, and putting in the work. That's what you got to do. Because you have different beliefs than I do or anybody else. It's all about your beliefs. It's that famous story that Mark Douglas did. The child that got bit by a dog. A child's first experience with the dog, and he got bit. Going forward in his life, he had fear of all dogs because of his first experience. When you guys start looking into psychology and emotions and really, really looking, like, that's some deep stuff. People pay psychiatrists to learn about themselves, and psychiatrists have to actually explain to people who they are and what they should be doing. It's some really, really deep stuff. And the more you guys learn about this type of stuff, you're just going to be like, wow. Okay, now I see why a lot of people lose money in the stock market. Why those statistics are so high. Happen over and over and over and over again. It's been the same patterns for hundreds of years. Wedges, triangles, U-shapes. It all stems from human nature, because it never changes. People always buy at high of day. They always anticipate it to push higher, higher, and then it falls right back down. Alright, guys. I'm done ranting. Hopefully you guys have a good day. Let's end out the week strong tomorrow. The past 2 weeks have been strong or hard. I'm not gonna lie. Even for myself, things have just been slowing down drastically. Not a lot of follow through with stocks. We've been repeating it in the chat every day. This is the type of market you need to have patience and let your plays play out on the bigger time frames. And market makers are taking people's stops out left and right and then running the stock. A lot of games going on. Alright, guys. Have a good one. Thanks for tuning in. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Join the Trading Learning 101 community, where we all grow as traders and investors.